guys, I wanted to talk to you about amaryllises. And amaryllises sometimes, other than poinsettias obviously, are called like the Christmas flower. This one here is red, and it'll have more than one flower come on one long, pretty stem. And I just wanted to show you some different ways to plant some amaryllises. Again, really good gift. And really fun to play with and have some color on the indoors. So I'll start with this one here. I'm going to plant this red guy and see how big he is. See, he's firm. He's got a stem coming up. This is a good sign, and his roots are nice and they're not terrible brittle, but he's ready to be planted. So I did this clear vessel. I did the gravel on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and add soil to this vessel, which is different than the paper whites that we did, because amaryllises will do better in soil. Because of the size of their bulb, they need more energy to bloom. So I'm not going to fill this one up all the way. I'm just going to fill this, and so you can see your different mediums in your vessel, which is really pretty. Then you take your amaryllis, you make a well in your soil, and you plant your amaryllis exposed. Amaryllises are different, than the paper whites are different, as then you want to see the bulb. You want to just barely cover the roots and have the most half or more of the bulb showing and exposed. You can take this guy and add gravel now back to the top, or you can leave him where he has just soil. This guy, if you read on your label when you buy them, it'll tell you how long it'll take them to bloom and how long it will last. And then after you have this guy bloom in the winter, let him stay. You can cut the dead blooms off, let him stay in his vessel until springtime, until it's time to plant outdoors. Take your amaryllis and plant him outside in not a full sun area, but a shady morning sun, afternoon shade area. Let him re-energize himself. Then about August or so, or even late July, take him out of the ground, clip the vegetation off of him, leave him just like this. You can even clip some of the roots to where they're just a length, and let him rest for 8 weeks. Then replant him and he'll bloom for you again. You don't just have to plant amaryllises one time and be done. You can kind of play with them. They're kind of a fun plant to plant outdoors, indoors, that kind of thing. He won't bloom outdoors. He's not going to bloom for you in the summer. What you're doing is giving him the energy to feed and store his bulb, because most of their food comes from the storage of their bulb. That's why you see them dipped in wax, because they'll eat and live off of their bulb. So you want to re-energize them by giving them enough energy to feed their bulb again. So this one is done. All you have to do is add water. We will do so, and he's ready to go. You don't have to add as much water to him as you do the paper whites. You just want his dirt to be moist, just like a normal traditional flower. Water once a week. Check once a week. Be on routine. If you're going to water on Thursdays, check Thursdays to see how dry or wet he is, and water on Thursdays. Try to stay in routine. That's most important with your houseplants and your other plants you grow indoors.